Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how we sound. I hear a little static. Let me know if it goes away, y'all. Let me know if it goes away. Oh no, I gotta fix it. Let me see if I can fix it, y'all. Alright, let's see if this sounds better. Let's see if this sounds better. I still hear slight static, but my Wi-Fi has been garbage. So let's see if I can fix the mic. I do still hear some slight static. Give me 1 second, y'all. My Wi-Fi's been tripping the past couple of days. Give me 1 second. Y'all know how it be at the beginning of the live. We gotta fix the shit. Alright, let me see if I can fix it, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't want to reset my system. I have to reset it. I'll reset it because it doesn't do y'all any help if y'all can't hear me. Let me see. Yeah, this is still acting up. Do one. Let's see if this shit's still tripping. Let's see if this shit's still tripping, y'all. Let's see what we sounded like. Alright, we're back to business. Alright, what's going on, y'all? So we got a couple sites we're looking at right here. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Alright, cool. So we're looking at GU. GU just broke this level, so we're either going to look for GU to retest 3260, or we're going to look for price to break below 3230 and hold that as resistance. So we're going to look for this retest right here. We're also going to be looking at possible gold sales. NAS ended up retracing last night, which again is no surprise because I think took a shit on Friday and Thursday on top of that. And then GJ just broke this level also. So we can look at possible GJ sales, and we're looking at GU sales. Make sure to like the live, y'all hop up in here, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Got a new video lined up for y'all today. And as far as news, we got news today. We have 1030 USD news. So make sure to keep that in mind as well. But let's see what this next 5 minute looks like right here. What's going on, Jerry? What's going on, new? I see you up in here. After I have the discount code, I didn't turn it off yet. So if you use it before the live's over, I didn't turn it off yet, but I'm gonna turn it off after the live's over. So y'all haven't used the discount code Q1. This is the last chance. After this live's over, I'm turning the code off. So y'all did not use it yet. It should still be usable, but I'm turning it off after the live's over. I appreciate that too, Jerry. All right, y'all. Like always, you got any questions? Drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts? Drop in the chat. Pretty sure those that like the live, make sure to like the live if you haven't, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost at 5,100 subscribers. We can get to that easily this week. And make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis as well. Like I always tell y'all, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. These charts look like they're trying to dump, but we're just gonna let them dump, especially GJ. All right, again, usually on Mondays, you know, if you want to understand exactly what we're looking for, you gotta watch the Sunday chart analysis. But we're gonna let GJ do his thing for right now. We will bring the alerts down though, but it's also did a big move for today. I also don't really like that, so I'm probably not gonna touch GJ. So let's just pay attention to GU right here. And then NAS and gold ended up retracing last night, so we're going to see what happens going to this New York session with these. Still going to pay attention to gold just because you can't break this level here. Bitcoin's in the same situation as last week. It's still in the same chart fest. I'm looking at it right now. It's literally still in the same chart fest. But we can pull it up. But like I said, it's kind of like NAS100 all over again. So I wouldn't really touch it, to be honest. And y'all can see, like I said, I be telling my wife I be tripping. I do not be joking. My shit be just tripping at least once a month. Should be fucking garbage, but that's the wrong one. Let's go to this one right here. Divine, no. You take enough money from me. Yeah, they're bearish though, so let me update these levels and slide this over. I got you, dude. I got you. You know I ain't gonna do you dirty. So in the meantime, we're gonna just pay attention to GU right here. So again, we're not going to chase the setup. We're either going to wait for price to retest 3260 or break and retest 3230. But let me mark up these levels right here, y'all. And by the way, I did just drop the stock and crypto channel as well. I did the intro video this weekend. I'm gonna put that in the free Telegram later. I can put it in the chat in a second as well. But yeah, so there's gonna be weekly videos on that channel as well. That's gonna be mainly just stocks and crypto. Not really day trading. I might do some day by day analysis, but it's mainly gonna be long term. I might do both though, but it's mainly gonna be long term because I long term invest stocks and crypto. I don't really day trade stocks and crypto anymore. But I'm gonna do this really quick. I'm gonna catch it to the chat, and then I need to get me some coffee, cause yeah, I'm tired. But we about to thug it out though. We're about to thug it out. Alright, new 5 minutes popped up. Let's see if we can get a retest right here. We got 2 days till the month is over, y'all. Y'all see how we did last quarter? We're going to be doing a recap of how we did this quarter once the month is over. But just a sneak peek of how we're doing this month. I'm about to pull it up in a little bit. Oh, my bad. I still got you on the screen. Let me take you off the screen. That's my bad. I'm over here moving too quick. Nah, it's not even the wire. Like, now, if I tug it, it will act up. But it literally bugs out every time. Like, if you watch any of my live streams, it is very rare I start the live stream and the mic's not fucking bullshitting. But when I do the New York Price watch list, when I make my TikTok videos, YouTube videos, I use the same mic, I do the same thing, and there's no issue. It's literally like only when I live stream. So it's a live streaming issue. I don't know why the fuck it does only when I go live. It's been like this for a while. I've tried a bunch of different mics. It's just I don't fucking know. I don't know. I've tried a bunch of different mics, but I've always had this issue when streaming. But at the same time, it's not like I got no fancy ass mic either. But you know, I'm like, if it works for everything else, I don't know why it's tripping when I live stream. But I ain't no tech wizard either. Let's see what else we got. A new 5 minute just popped up. What interface am I using? See, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about right there. I'm about to look that shit up. As far as the mic, I got like I gotta pull up the mic. It says on my computer, but like I turn off the echo cancellation and shit like that, so that's why we can sound a lot clearer. But literally, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't have it plugged in all the way. I don't know. got the mic louder too, so y'all can hear me. But yeah, if y'all know tech shit, let me know. We can try to figure it out. Let's see. Yep. Let me go ahead and drop the chat. Like I said, I don't have any analysis yet. I just dropped like an intro video, but I do got a lot of videos lined up. I'm gonna be doing weekly videos on that channel as well. It's gonna be just like for those that was here last year in 2024. It's gonna be the same shit y'all see on my stock and crypto analysis playlist on this channel. Just gonna make this channel strictly day trading. That way I don't confuse folks that be trying to filter through the videos, but also so I don't confuse the algorithm and shit. Because investing is investing, but you know, day trading, stocks, crypto, you know, that's all different shit right there. But yeah, let me send it. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and then we'll pull Bitcoin back up. So again, y'all, we're just waiting for a retest or a break and retest. That's all we're waiting for is the BCR right now. Let's look a quick. Let's do a quick look at it. Gold's still kind of chilling. Usually hit the next zone. Like I said, we can look for sales here. If y'all did not watch the Sunday chart analysis, make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis and check that out. But GJ has done a big ass move. That's one reason why I don't really want to take it. But it's still where I would look for sales at. But y'all know me. If it does a big ass, like, you gotta think about it, y'all. It's done this big ass move, and London session just started 30 minutes ago. So they did this big ass move the entirety of Tokyo session. So we're either going to see some retracements or consolidation take place, or today price is just going to make a huge candlestick and dump all day. But it's very rare the latter happens. It's very rare the latter happens. But yeah, so let me go ahead and put it in there. Like I said, this is just the intro video. We're going to get a lot deeper with the shit, longer videos and shit like that going into this week and next month and quarter. But yeah, I just had to get the channel set up. I still got to tweak a few things, but it's good enough. We're just getting started. I'm gonna tweak the shit later. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna be doing stock analysis, crypto analysis, and we're talking about dividend investing, staking, all types of shit, all types of stuff on that channel. All right, so I just dropped a new channel in the chat too. So as far as Bitcoin, let me pull up your thing. As far as Bitcoin, let me pull this over. It's bearish, so we're gonna be looking for sales still. Now, if we can maintain 67,290 as resistance, you can look for sales going down to 66,630, and then we can break below 66,630. We can look for continued sales going down to 66,960. I wouldn't really look for sales if it breaks past 68,20, just because again, when we go into the market structure, bigger time frame. We're in a downtrend, but as you can see, like, we need volume to take out this low right here. It's looking just like how NAS100 was looking just 2 weeks ago, right? So that's basically what's going on with Bitcoin. But yeah, still would look for sales, but again, if it breaks past that level I just talked about, we could see a reversal take place again. Let's pull NAS back up. Now, I didn't look at US30, so I don't know if US30 looks a little bit better than NAS, but we're going to be just looking at NAS for the time being. We can get rid of that right there. Yeah, but if y'all wasn't in the live stream on Friday or Thursday, y'all missed out because NAS and gold was especially NAS was a fucking waterfall. But as you can see, that thing's still retracing, so I kind of talked about it in the Sunday chart analysis. No surprise there, so I'm just not going to look at it. Because again, there's no point in looking at it if it's not showing what I'm looking for. So we're just paying attention to GU and GJ right here. New 15 just popped up, so again, we're either waiting for price to BCR right here or BCR right here. $662 under. I might have to look that up. Let me put it on another tab. Let's see, you have a 66. You talking about that's the mic or the interface you have? Is that the interface? Is that the mic or the interface? So it says to interface mic. Focusrite interface, okay. Let me look that up. Focusrite interface. Okay. Yeah, that is not what I got. Like I said, I do not got a fancy setup. Well, that's what I got to do. I do not mind investing in that shit. I might get that if that's what I need to do. So yeah, I don't got like the crazy side. I literally just got a mic, a mouse, and like I said, I just be chilling. But I am going to look into that. That might be what it is as well. Because like I said, it works for everything, but then obviously it works when I be live streaming, but I be having that issue in the beginning where I got to fix the shit. I'm gonna have to do, if I get that, then I'm gonna have to redo my whole setup. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna put that in my notes though. Because I do plan on redoing my setup later on this year, so I might add that to the list. Yeah, this should look nice too. I'll just have to redo my whole setup. So I'm probably gonna add that to the list when I redo my whole setup. Yeah, because I got a lot of stuff in store in the near future, but you know, we're not going to talk about it yet. But yeah, so GU is pushing, and again, we do not care. Why do we not care? Because our confirmations and our signal for the entry did not come in, so it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Right, I was just talking to a member student about this in a one-on-one session this weekend. You got to stop looking at every candlestick, especially the juicy red or juicy green candlesticks as you're missing money, right? Because you're not missing money or making or losing any money unless you enter buy or sell, right? So again, if your confirmations aren't met, your rules aren't met, it doesn't matter how big or aggressive the move is, don't take the setup. It's that simple. Now, have I always been this way? No. Like I always tell you, it took me a little while to get the way I'm at, right? I'm never going to act like I popped out the womb doing all this shit, no. Right? I used to chase trades like this all the time. The old me would have probably entered right here, took some shitty setup or something, but with experience, you either keep on doing the same dumb shit or you learn from the mistakes you make. So that's why we're just not really tripping about it. We're just gonna see what price does. And plus it's Monday, y'all. There's no rush to take setups. It's Monday. The week is just starting. London session, we're just 30 minutes into the London session. There's no reason to rush into get into a trade. Right? Especially after we had a great week last week. There's no reason to jump into a trade. Or rush into a trade, I should say, because we're going to jump into some trades. Don't get it twisted. We're going to jump into some trades. Yeah, I'm looking at this shit though. This might look nice. I ain't gonna lie. This might look nice. What you do a podcast? Well, what's your name? It's just a plug and go as well. Okay, because I'm on Google, and it looks like this shit got like maybe different versions. If it's just a plug and play, that's cool too. Cause I put it up on Google and I'm looking through this shit. Well, they're also showing shit that's not that. They're showing like 5 different pieces. That's why I was like, damn, like I don't got room on my desk how it is right now for 5 different pieces. But if it's just the mic itself you're talking about, that's a whole different story. So let me go on Amazon instead of fucking Google. me see what the hell I'm talking about. Let me pitch down to Amazon. Focus right interface. So when I pull that in, it's like showing like a box. Is it a mic itself, or is it supposed to? Am I supposed to plug the mic into the box? Because I put it. Because let me tell you what I put in focus right interface. Let me know if that's what I'm supposed to be looking at right now. Let me see what you put. Oh, okay. Incubators under 23.5. 23.5. Yeah. So like I said, I talked about this in the Sunday chart analysis. We had a big ass push. Like if we go into a naked chart, right? Price fucking ripped on Friday and Thursday last week. So we're going to a naked chart. Going to the daily time frame. We are bearish as hell, right? We're still bearish as hell, right? So we broke out the consolidation, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So this is the lower high right here. Boom. And then this is the lower low right here. So again, just like with the rules of the downtrend. Shout out to those that be in the TikTok live. Y'all, if y'all don't be in the TikTok live, y'all be missing out. If y'all ain't got your copy of the playbook, I don't know what y'all doing, y'all. We're about to be in Q2, month 4 of the year. But let's pull out the playbook, y'all. Let's pull out for those that don't got the playbook, let's pull it out a little bit and let's break some shit down. All right, so like it says right here, for price to continue to go down, it has to break support levels, turn into resistance levels. That's what creates the lower low. The only way the uptrend come into play is if price breaks past the lower high or breaks past the lower high and turn the previous resistance level into support level, like how the green arrow shows. And my mic does do that staticky thing again, or if it sounds staticky in the background when I'm not talking, let me know so I can adjust it, because I don't got my AirPod in right now. All right, so with that being said, again, it's the lower high, it's the lower low. So we're all the way down here, right? So we could retrace for a while, right? We could retrace for a while because we had a big ass lower low get made, right? So that's why in the Sunday chart analysis, a couple of charts are like, it kind of depends on what price does throughout the week. But as of right now, this is the lower high. So as of right now, as long as we don't break past right here and turn this over into support, we're still in a downtrend, right? But we also just had a big ass lower low get made. That's why I was like, we could see a retracement, because in the downtrend, right, the downtrend consists of lower highs, lower lows, right? So it's had a big ass lower low. We're either going to see the lower low continue, or we're going to see what comes after a lower low, which is a lower high. You see what I mean? So that's why I'm kind of just not tripping about NAS retracing, because, you know, one, retracements are part of the game, but two, it's definitely due for retracement. Now, does that mean we're going to go for buys? Absolutely not, right? But we're just going to let price retrace a little bit. We're going to let price retrace a little bit. Move my alerts too, because we're still for sales. Now, I'd much rather see price retrace as well. I know that sounds crazy. I said I'm not going to trade the retracement, but I still want to see price retrace. But that's because when I do take the next sell setup, it'll make life easier for me. So yeah, so GJ's still pushing, but I don't want to trade GJ. But for those that's curious about GJ, we could talk about it, but I'm not trading GJ. But we're either going to look for GJ to retest 211.80. As long as we maintain 211.80 as resistance, we're still in a downtrend. Let me get you off the screen, my bad. Right, as long as we maintain 211.80 as resistance, we're still in a downtrend. But where we're at right now, if we could hold 211.50 as resistance, you could look for sales going down to 211.20. All right, that's what's going on with GBPJPY right now. GU, where it's waiting for price to either BCR 3260 or BCR 3230. And then gold, we're looking for sales on gold as well. We're looking for gold to BCR 4490. Now we could have went for a sell setup here, but same thing. This is like a B setup. This is an A plus setup. I'd rather have price break below here and go for sales than try to go for a sell setup right here personally. But we're about to see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Red box and red mic. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Red box and red mic. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna explore through this shit and look for it, because I see a bunch of rat boxes. So I know I see the right thing, so I'm about to do some research and scroll through. Okay, I think I see what you're talking about. That says 2i2 Studio, 4th generation. And I see a few things. I'm gonna have to do some research and explore Amazon. I'm gonna look into that stuff. Yeah, they got all types of stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to explore. Yeah, so I got that on my tabs though, so I'm gonna definitely look into that. Because this year I do plan on upgrading a lot of shit, right? Because it's been a minute, and by a minute I mean I haven't really upgraded shit. I just been thugging it out, but it's time. It's time. We're gonna be doing that shit real soon. But as of right now, we're just watching GU and gold right now. Again, pay attention to how price is playing out. Pay attention to how price reacts to these levels. But this is the realistic side of trading. You're not going to always just open up the chart and jump into a trade. Can that happen? Yeah. Is that going to happen all the time? Nope. I'm gonna get hit by a bat. I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah, but like I said on the other channel, it was strictly stock and crypto analysis. I'm gonna do long-term analysis, and I might incorporate each video like first, like day by day or day trading for those that day trade stocks and shit like that, crypto, and then we'll go to the long-term analysis. Because if y'all haven't watched the stock and crypto analysis playlist on the channel for what I'm talking about, check that shit out. Because literally last year, when everybody was talking about shit was tanking, we was eating. Now, we're going to see price explode at the end of the year like we did this year. Who knows? We got to take it day by day, month by month. But there's still going to be plenty of opportunities to make some money during these quote-unquote crashes. There's always money to be made when shit's on sale. New 15 about to pop up. So again, as far as today is concerned, we do have 10:30 USD news. That's pretty much it, but it is also a Monday. So we're just simply waiting for volume and confirmations to be met. But let's see what we got going on, y'all. I'm feeling gold might chill till pre-New York session, so I'm just gonna pay attention to GU. So I'm gonna show y'all GJ for those that's curious, but like I said, I'm not really touching GJ. Maybe if we get a retest here, maybe, but I'm liking GU and gold the most as of right now. Can I go over GJ? Yeah, so GJ, volatility, yeah. Yeah, that's especially when it's like a Sunday, the weekend. A bunch of motherfuckers, you know. Cause I be DCing on Sundays too, so I'll be buying some shit too. Like me personally, it depends, cause I also trade off levels long term. You're gonna see what I'm talking about when I start posting on the other channel, but depending on the stock or crypto, I do be buying like 3 times a week sometimes. On the stock or crypto. Sunday is one of those days. But GJ, we can take a look at GJ. So with GJ, we are in reversal territory. The downtrend has not started yet, but we are in sell territory as long as we maintain 211.80 as resistance. So either looking for price to BCR 211.80 or BCR 211.50, and we can hold 211.50 as resistance. We can look for sell to go to 211.20. That's what we're looking at with GU. Now, I'm personally not gonna touch GU today. That doesn't mean these setups won't play out. I just have a rule where if price is a big ass move, not just even in general, but like before the day even gets to start, I'm not touching that motherfucker. That's just me personally. But those that's been here, y'all seen plenty of times where even though I say that price still doesn't move, but that's just me personally. I'm not touching that motherfucker today. I was looking to touch it, but like I said, if it does a retest, yeah, I'm not against it. But if it keeps on pushing from here, like with BCRs here, and keeps pushing, I'm just gonna say, hey, shout out to you. I'm gonna just let it do its thing. I'm mainly right now just looking for GU sales and gold sales right now. Didn't take the setup because it didn't even BCR in a 5 minute. It just took off. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with GJ, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. About to pull it up myself also. Make sure to explore the playlist. All playlists are up to date. Got some new videos dropping for y'all this week. And I got a new video dropping for y'all today as well. But yeah, as far as how we're doing this month though, we only got 2 days left of the month, today and tomorrow. But as far as how we're doing so far this month, we went 5-2 last week, just like we did the week before that. Went 5-2, then the week before that we went 5-0, and then the week before that we went 5-0. So we only lost 4 trades this month, which is not bad at all. Just picking up where we left off last month, February went 19-3, giving us an 86% win rate. And then January we went 20-3, giving us an 87% win rate. As far as how we did quarter 4 last year, 80 wins, 12 losses. So we're going to be updating how we did quarter 1 this year, but y'all can see how we did quarter 1, right? Obviously, there's still 2 days left, but absolutely killing it, y'all. And it all just comes down to patience, y'all. It just comes down to patience. Y'all see these live streams all the time. Just never want to force setups, right? Because the way I look at it, if I'm going to put my hard-earned money on the line, I only want to go for high probability setups. I wouldn't say that's a guarantee, but that's damn near a guarantee. You see what I mean? That's why I win rate so high. And I see you new. I'm about to add you in there right now. So for those that did not yet use the Q1 sale, that thing's ending after this live's over. Alright, so I'm about to pull it up in a second. Alright, so refresh your Telegram. I just added you new. But yeah, we're just doing a little bit of waiting game, y'all. But this is also why I set alerts. Again, I just do these live streams for y'all, but like if I wasn't live streaming right now, I would just have my alerts, and who knows, I'll probably be editing videos or something right now until one of my alerts goes off. Let's see. Have I taken a trade? No, I have not. No, I have not. Pay attention to how GJ is reacting to this level right here. This is exactly why we do not break out trade. We wait for the BCR. So yeah, so we're about to see how if GU can BCR for us right here. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. We have not entered this trade yet. You just followed me, appreciate it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram, playmaker_wait. TikTok, _playmaker_wait_. All right. And then for those that's curious about stock and crypto investing, we're going to be posting weekly videos on my new channel. Where the fuck is it? This one right here. Make sure to check that out right there. And I got a new video dropping on this channel later on today, so make sure I have y'all's notice on. But yeah, y'all, it's a Monday. It's a Monday. And again, this is why we mark off these levels. So we had this level already marked off. So this is again debunking the whole, oh, this is buyers randomly taking over and all this other shit. That's just not how it works, y'all. Price follows a set of rules, and they always going to react to support and resistance levels. That's just law. I got some new, well, it's new to me. I'm kind of liking this shit. This shit got me right. I might start using this one. So price is just kind of chilling right now. We'll see what this next hour looks like. We'll be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Shout out to those that's in the live. This is how trading be, y'all. This is how trading be. You just gotta wait for your setup. Just gotta wait for your setup. But this is why I set alerts, so that way all I gotta do is just get a text on my phone and beep on my computer. And then that's why I hop back on the charts, wait for my confirmation. Because price is going to do what price is going to do, whether you're on the charts or not on the charts. Whether you're asleep or awake, price is going to do what price is going to do. Yeah, I got a new coffee because usually I gotta get me an espresso machine too. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I was just making some regular coffee, but I don't feel like doing that all the time. So I got me some black coffee. I forgot the brand, but this is a brand that be all over the place. It's just some black coffee, unsweet. But I got the espresso one to see if it's like really espresso. And then instead of adding cream or sugar to it, this is gonna sound crazy, but hey, this is what I'm doing, so I don't give a fuck. I got some other coffee, so I got the black coffee, and instead of adding cream or sugar to it, or creamer, I get my other coffee that's already got, like, you know, the sugar and all the other shit in it. So I got like another coffee that's like a Starbucks coffee, and then I pour that in there like I'm pouring creamer. So it's like coffee on coffee, but it's like 90% black coffee and then 10%. Which one did I add? I either added not the caramel one, I added the white chocolate one to it. But yeah, but this shit got me awake, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I sound the same, but 10 minutes ago, I was groggy still. But right now, I'm like fucking wired. I ain't gonna lie. After this live's over, I'm about to knock out a bunch of videos to edit. I forgot the brand though. But it's like in all the grocery stores, like Target, Aldi's, Walmart, is literally fucking everywhere. Is when you go to the coffee section in the fridge, and it's the black coffee. It's got like the 3 different levels. Like we talk about like light roast, dark roast, and then a brown bottle espresso. They ain't lying. That shit got me right. But I also don't be drinking coffee like that. But I've been starting to drink coffee a lot more lately, so I can start doing some more stuff. All right, let's see what this hour is talking about. Let's see what this new hour is talking about. So again, y'all, we're either looking for a sell here or a sell here. Whichever price does. Whichever price does. Now, we also do have USD news today, so like you always hear me say, we don't see any action between now and 6 a.m. We're going to see what 8 o'clock, 9:30 got in store, but we have a news event at 10:30, which we usually don't have 10:30 news. 10 a.m. news, yeah, every now and then, but we usually don't have 10:30 news. But what we usually always have the first Wednesday of the month is this infamous ADP. So again, when y'all see all these videos come, if they haven't been posted on the weekend already, when everybody's like, oh my god, we got this news event, we have this news event every fucking Wednesday, every first Wednesday of the month. If y'all really start paying attention to the news events, we have the same news events. There's only a few news events that we don't have every month. Like we have the same shit on a week by week basis, damn near every month. And it's hilarious, but a lot of people don't peep that. But the first Wednesday of the month with ADP, we have this like literally every first Wednesday of the month, right? So this is obviously going to be April 1st, Wednesday. If we go to last week's first Wednesday of the month, 8/15 ADP, right? If we go to February's first Wednesday of the month, 8/15 ADP. And it's the same thing like with the F1C events, the same thing with that week when we have like a shit ton of GBP and Euro news London session. Like we have the same news events on average all the time. Like this one might be a little bit different because obviously the first Wednesday was on the 7th. So let's see what happens on the 7th. ADP, right? So the first week and last week of the month are typically the toughest to trade on average. That's what I've been noticing since I've been trading. The first and last week of the month on average are the toughest to trade. That doesn't mean we can't trade because obviously we still made money last week, right? But on average, the first and last week of the month are the toughest to trade. And we'll just reset this later. Fuck it. Let's just pay attention to Monday. But yeah, but as far as today, this is what we got going on right here. Before y'all be like, why did you just add cream and sugar? I don't know. I do different shit. I don't know. I like to do different shit. So I was like, I'm not going to try to put all that sugar in there. So to make the other shit last longer, I just said I'm just going to pour it in there like this cream and sugar. But it works. All right, it works. So we got to see what G does right here, y'all. Nah, no cream, no sugar. Not this time, not this time. I'm trying to get off that. I'm trying to get off, especially early in the morning, because I be up like all fucking day. So I be having some sugar or something. I want to have that like later on. I've been trying to stay away from the sugar. I've been on honey lately, and nobody tells you when you start just using honey instead of sugar, you're going to be going through like fucking like 4+ bottles a month. Like I go through like 2. I get this shit from Aldi's, right? And this shit right here is 24 ounces. I go through 2 24 ounces of raw honey like in a week and a half, which is ridiculous. Nobody told me using honey, you're gonna be buying a bunch of honey. Like, people be looking at me like I'm crazy. They be looking at me like I'm a damn beekeeper or something when I be in the store. Gotta be buying like 2 to 3 at once. But I use a lot of honey. I be making like I be having like 2 different teas, 2 lemonades a day. So I be using a lot of honey. And then, you know, I make sweet potatoes. I'm putting that on there too. So I be using honey for everything. But that shit adds up, y'all. Alright, so when y'all switch over to honey only and no more sugar, just know you're gonna be buying a shit ton of honey. I feel like, what's that? I feel like Pooh Bear in this bitch. That's his name, right? Yeah, Pooh. But again, this is why we wait for the BCR, because imagine we would have went for a sell setup here, right? If we would have went for a sell here, we would have took an unnecessary loss for no reason. When all we had to do was just wait for this candlestick to close to see that price was not ready to hold that level as resistance. All right, again, always do not FOMO and chase price, and just always wait for the retracement or the BCR. Let's see how price reacts right here. Make sure to hit the links in the description, y'all. Join the free signal, free Telegram, join the free crash course as well. And make sure to explore the playlist while we're chilling, y'all. Pages that price reacts to these levels. Make sure to explore the playlist. But again, this is how trading goes, y'all. This is how it be. You know, mine's the chill music. I don't know what type of music y'all be playing, you know what I'm saying? But besides the chill music, this is how trading be going. You know what I mean? Like, trading is real chill. It's real chill. We're not, you know, signaling edge of your seat or putting pressure on yourself. Trading is real chill. Yeah, I feel you on the honey. I feel on the honey. It's an acquired taste. Let me say that, like, because they got different types of honey. Like, we can really talk about it. Like, there's some shit they got. Like, they got this honey. If you want some sweet honey, and you're gonna have to search for this shit, because sometimes it ain't in every store. You might have to search for this shit. But if you want some sweet honey, that's not like with added extra shit in it. Get you some orange blossom honey. Get y'all some orange blossom honey. That right there, I'm telling you, that right there, that's the one. That's the one. Now, I don't know about putting all that in, like, you know, coffee or some shit like that. But you do taste it. Like, you have to get used to it, especially like when you eat a lot of sugar. Like, it's a different type of sweet. You know what I'm saying, for regular sugar, but the more you eat it, you know, your palate gets used to it. It's just like if you was to eat a bunch of candy that was flavored like fruit, and then you start eating regular fruit, it's like, this does not taste like the strawberry Pop-Tart or the strawberry. What other candies? Airheads? I don't fucking know, right? You eat a real strawberry, like, this does not taste like the candy strawberry flavored shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with honey. It's the same thing with honey. But I'm telling y'all, you find you some orange blossom honey, the clove honey straight too, but you get you some orange blossom honey. That's the one right there. That's the one right there. I just put y'all on game. gold. Yeah, gold and NAS is just retracing. So we're just gonna let NAS, NQ, and gold just do their thing. You know, we'll come back to those in the New York session. So we're still just paying attention to these two right here. So again, with GJ, we're either waiting for a price to BCR 211.80, or we can BCR 211.50. We look for sales going to 211.20. Agave, I've heard of agave. I never tried it though. I'm gonna try it. I be hearing about agave. I haven't tried that personally, but I heard that's a good substitute as well. I'm gonna try that out. And then again, the reason why we didn't take this setup is because it did not retest, right? It did not retest, just broke through, so we just had to let it do its thing. Let's see what GJ does right here. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. We need to look at any charts, drop in the chat. Alright, let's see if we hold this up as resistance. G is pushing, so let's see how G reacts right here as well. New 5 minute just popped up. Gold's still doing this, and NAS still doing this. So like I said, they're probably gonna be doing that till New York session. Again, if GJ can BCR maintain 211 as resistance, we could look for subs going to 211.20. And then we're gonna look to see if we can BCR 3230 as resistance, or if we're gonna retest 3260. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat. Let's see how price reacts here. Let's see how price reacts here. Like I said, I'm not gonna take this setup. I don't like this setup. Doesn't mean it's not valid, but I'd much rather take a GU setup. Why am I so tempted to trace retracement to gold and NAS? That's just how it be. Like I said, you just gotta train that muscle. You just gotta build that muscle. I was talking to a member student about that. I think it was Saturday. You just gotta train that muscle. I was the same way. Why am I not like that no more? Because I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Had to experienced the lesson a few times, but excuse me, my bad, y'all. But that's just how it be, because again, that's why I tell y'all to just set alerts and don't stare at the charts all day. The only reason why we're doing that right now is so y'all can see the reality of trading and what realistic trading looks like. But me personally, like when I end this live, I'm not gonna be staring at the charts, right? When it's New York session, I'm not staring at the charts. I'm only really looking at the charts like the first 30 minutes of the session. And then after that, I just let my alerts do my thing. And then once price hits one of my levels, I get a text on my phone, I get a notification on my computer, and that's when I hop back on the charts to then wait for my confirmations. But it's because we've been chilling. It's been an hour and a half, right? And we haven't taken anything. So your body and your brain is like, I gotta take something, right? Because outside of trading, productivity, especially at jobs, is determined if we're doing shit, right? So if we're not doing shit, we don't feel productive. So when you're sitting here waiting for a trade, you don't feel productive. You feel like, damn, I'm wasting time. I'm not doing anything. I'm not making any money. So then we see a push or price do a move. Your brain is like, dang, I could be making X amount of dollars if I take this. So you're going to be tempted to take that setup. But that's just your brain not understanding that with trading is not the same as, you know, working a job and hustling, right? You kind of got to hustle backwards when it comes to trading. Less is definitely more. But that's all that is. You just got to build that muscle. But that's why I was saying we're just chilling, patiently waiting. And that's why you see me not even looking at those, because I'm at the point now, if it's not one of my setups I'm looking for, if it's not meeting my confirmations, push it out the way, out of sight, out of mind, right? Because I used to be the same exact way. I used to force setups all the time. I used to trade shit, chase price. But yeah, like I said, after, you know, blowing a few accounts and losing trades, doing that shit, it's in my notes and my rules not to do that no more. But that's natural. You just gotta build that muscle and fight the urge. Because that's how the cycle starts, right? Because you break your rules today. What's to stop you from breaking your rules tomorrow, breaking your rules Wednesday, breaking your rules next week, right? And that's when you go into a spiral of following your rules one day, breaking your rules the other day, right? Because there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. That's why we want to go for what is most likely going to happen, right? There's always an exception to the rule. There's always a chance that if I break my rules, I can make money. But, you know, your rules are your rules for a reason. And you shouldn't want to catch every setup. You shouldn't want to catch every setup. I know that sounds crazy, but you don't want to. So we're about to see how price reacts here. Again, look how price is playing at this level right here. We're about to see if we can BCR right here. We just had a new 15 pop up. So again, we're about to see if we can hold this level as resistance. If GJ can hold 211.50 as resistance, you can look for sales going to 211.20. And then we're waiting to see if GU is going to retest this level or break below this level right here. Gold and NAS are still just kind of chilling. So we're just going to let them do their thing. Nah, it's not that. Because if you look at the channel, we took back-to-back gold trades Thursday and Friday. It literally just depends, right? It literally just depends. I can show you. So these are old signals, y'all. Do not take these setups. These are old signals. Again, these are old signals. Do not take these setups. It literally just depends. But I also don't call every setup, right? So like in the New York price watch list, the screenshots, there's literally multiple charts that go as projected. Like for example, on Friday we took this gold setup London session, and I was good for the day. So I dropped the New York price watch list. NAS did multiple moves. GU did multiple moves. I think GJ is the only chart that didn't do move on Friday. So there's always a bunch of other setups that play out, but I just don't call out, because I'm looking at 4 charts, right? But I'm not going to call out 4 signals a day, right? On average, I call one Forex future signal, and then I call one indice future signal, and then one Forex signal. But there's setups that play out all the time, London and New York session, including Tokyo session, right? So this was last week. You see, we called this GU setup, and then you can see Tuesday we took this US30 YM setup. right? And then we took a GBPJPY. That's the one that we took a loss on. And then you see we took a gold sell. And then we took another GBPJPY setup. And then we took a gold sell, right? So we trade futures as well as Forex. It literally just depends. And it also depends on market structure, which is what we talked about during the New York price watch list as well as the London session lives. Because again, if we're retracing or I don't see my confirmations, we might not take that setup. You know what I mean? But we trade both. We trade both. I do analysis for both every single day. You can see the screenshots. You can see the New York price watches every day. You can see I'm notifying y'all when we hit zones, we hit levels. But you can see, you know, this was 2 weeks ago. Gold setups, Forex setups. So yeah, I call out both. Now, if you want to have two accounts, you can. But you know, I get that a lot. Some people will be like, "Damn, you call out a bunch of future setups. Maybe I should get a futures account." And other weeks, people will be like, "Damn, should I get a Forex account?" But there's money to be made both on Forex, futures. There's setups all over the place, right? And again, you can see this is literally just scrolling through the month. You see I call Forex and future setups. It just depends again on the market structure because, like for example, NAS and gold. If NAS and gold continue to retrace or chill in place, I'm not going to call a futures or NDC setup today, all right? But tomorrow or later on this week, that could change. But you know, we're just scrolling again. You can see I got Forex, futures, and NDC setups. So always make sure. But you're in Playmaker University as well, so you already know. Just always pay attention to the New York price watch list. You're always in the live streams during London session, so you know what's going on. But yeah, I call both. All right, so we're just going through. Again, we're halfway through February. You see Forex and futures and NDC setups. And again, y'all, this is February 10th. I did not want y'all in my DMs saying, well, I saw a signal on the live. This is not February no more, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just simply showing that, you know, just what it looks like behind the scenes. So every day we drop the New York price watch list. I notify y'all throughout the day when levels are getting hit. I send screenshots of trade ideas, updates throughout the day, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. And we didn't go live last week, but that's because there wasn't any news last week. But we're gonna go live for ADP this week, for sure. And again, if y'all did not use discount code Q1, make sure to use discount code Q1. Let's sell. I'm turning it off after this live is over. All right, that's 25% off everything. Let me pull that up, but let's put this chart back up as well. All right, so look how GJ's playing right here. All right, so the sell ends literally after this live is over. Discount code Q1 for 25% off. Y'all know I don't be doing sales a lot. I'm not gonna do another sell for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to those that took advantage of that. Shout out to those that got y'all's copy of the playbooks. Again, I got a new video dropping for y'all later on today, and I did start the crypto and stock YouTube channel also. I'm gonna post about that in the free Telegram later on as well. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all's screen. And make sure to like the live and subscribe. We're almost at 5,100 subscribers. We can get to that easily. We're going to be on for a little bit longer though, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop in the chat. But again, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. So let me put it back on GJ so y'all can see how GJ's reacting to this level right here. And then again, gold and NAS, they're just retracing and chilling. So let's see if we can turn this level to a resistance. Refresh your Telegram. Refresh your Telegram. I added you to it. I don't know how it works when you get re-added, but I haven't posted since Friday, so it might not be at the top of your feed. But I did add you to it, so refresh your Telegram. You should be in it. And look at how GJ's playing out right here, y'all. Look at how GJ's playing out right here, y'all. So again, we see price hold this up as resistance. Again, we can hold 211.50 as resistance. We can look for sales going down to 211.20. And then look at how G reacted to this level right here. Look at that thing pushing, yo. Look at that thing pushing. Again, all you had to do was just wait for price to BCR. So every time you be seeing these videos online where they be talking about, oh, I had to re-enter 3 times, 8 times out of 10 is because they're trying to break out, trade, or rush the setup. Always wait for the BCR, y'all. Always, always, always. It still got some work to do, but y'all should be in profit. Y'all took this setup. Still got some work to do though. And like I said, do not be surprised if New York session or pre-New York, we see some retracement and consolidation. GJ fucking ripping. GJ ripping. Shout out to those that took this again. I said we could look for the setup, but I also said I wasn't going to take it. Do I regret not taking it? Not at all. Right? Because that was the decision. That's the thing with trading. You have to stand on the decision you guys make. All right, that's another thing that causes the emotions to go up and down, and for y'all to break y'all's rules and chase price, because y'all try to catch every setup, or y'all don't stand on the decision y'all make. You gotta stand on the decision y'all make. But shout out to those that took that setup, y'all. That thing's fucking ripping. That thing's fucking ripping. Got to be at a 1-to-1 right now, almost a 1-to-2. So again, with GJ, we're looking for sales going down to 211.20. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If you got any questions, drop in the chat. We'll look at any charts, drop in the chat. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up though. So gonna be on the charts, but like always, don't see any action between now and 6 p.m. Just wait for New York session to start. Now we do have 10:30 USD news today, so make sure to keep that in mind. GJ is ripping though, but besides GJ, nothing else is going on. Shout out to everybody alive, y'all. Shout out to everybody's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been alive since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free student, free Telegram. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today during New York session. And we should be live later on TikTok. I'll let y'all know though. Peace, we out.